Hello, good evening everyone, and thanks for joining us on the Rstv World News, and of course, compliments of the season, and welcome. My name is Solomon Nelson Braid. Do you love and care about River State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. You can always watch Rstv News live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. You can subscribe and click the notification bell for update on our live feeds. We begin tonight with the news as the River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara speaks strongly that no level of sabotage against his administration can make him abandon the mandate freely given to him by Rivers people to serve, protect, advance the fortunes of the state. Governor Fubara made the assertion when he declared open the 115 and 116 combined quarterly general meeting of River State Council of Traditional Rulers in Port Harcourt. Tamuno Barabi Ibulubo now reports.
This was the first quarterly meeting of the River State Council of Traditional Rulers that Siminalayi Fubara was attending since he became governor of the state. Governor Fubara reaffirmed his commitment to serving the state with humility, sincerity of purpose, and accountability. He assured that he will not fail in discharging his responsibilities and will never surrender the electoral mandate and progress of the state because of intimidation, blackmail, or deliberate act of sabotage against his administration.
I wish to thank all of you for supporting our government to sustain this prevailing peace and security in your communities since we assumed office, which has made our state one of the most secure and peaceful in this country. Let us not forget that River State is our collective inheritance, presently under my watch, to protect, to defend, and to advance as the governor.
Governor Fubara also stated that drastic measures will be taken by his administration to strengthen the provision of quality education, affordable healthcare, and social services across the state, including the rural areas. He assured of sufficient budgetary provision in the 2024 budget that will fund the human capital development efforts, including unlocking the entrepreneurial spirit among teeming unemployed Rivers youths through viable initiative on skill development, entrepreneurship training, and targeted investment in commercial agriculture.
We must all be worried about the plight of our youth, especially those in rural communities, most of whom are poor, neglected, and almost forgotten in the government development plans. We will prioritize and provide sufficient funding in the 2024 budget for you. We want to make reasonable provision for education, for healthcare, and also social services across the state.
In his address, the chairman of the River State Council of Traditional Rulers, Sergeant Awuse, said the council supports the administration of Governor Fubara and advised troublemakers who are fanning the embers of discord to cease from such acts. On his part, the River State Commissioner for Chieftaincy and Community Affairs, Charles Amadi, said his ministry will continue to maintain a harmonious relationship with the council and ensure that they discharge their role as royal fathers in building peace in their domains. Tamuno Barabi Ibulubo, Rstv News.
Away from that, River State Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Mma Odo says the dream of making River State the hub of efficient and effective healthcare delivery is achievable. Professor Odo stated this at the biennial general meeting of Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria, River State Government Hospitals Chapter at the River State University Teaching Hospital in Port Harcourt. Obiando Madume has the rest of the report.
According to the Deputy Governor, with qualified MDCAN members in the state government health facilities, one can postulate without any fear of contradiction that Rivers State can attain that status, adding that Rivers people deserves optimum health care from a robust medical system reinforced by world-class facilities.
Over the years, MDCAN has continued to partner with government at various levels to contribute to the progress and development of the health sector, which has ultimately translated to improved healthcare delivery, which is highly commendable.
Dr. Odu said the Governor Fubara-led administration is poised to provide the enabling environment and logistics to ensure the reduction of the diseases burden of the Rivers people, noting that the theme, medical practice in the face of a dwindling economy, is apt and underscores the importance of making our health facilities user-friendly. She urged them to continue to do well within their powers to provide the necessary care in order to give their patients succor and a sense of hope and belonging, while providing the needed leadership to younger doctors and other health professionals. Professor Odu commended the outgoing leadership of MDCAN, Rivers State Government Hospitals Branch, for a successful tenure and expressed the hope that the incoming executives will consolidate and improve on what they met on ground.
As medical consultants, you must do everything possible to provide the necessary care and give your patients succor and a sense of hope and belonging. You are also expected to give directions to younger doctors because they are watching. So you just realize that your impact on the young ones positively by your actions. The administration of His Excellency Sasiminalayi Fubara, GSSRS, is poised to provide the enabling environment and logistics to ensure the reduction of the disease burden of the Rivers people.
On his part, the chairman of Medical and Dental Consultant Association of Nigeria, Rivers State Government Hospital Chapter, Dr. Mbak Ebong, commended Governor Siminalayi Fubara administration for its desire to move the healthcare sector of the state to an enviable height. Also speaking, the representative of the chairman of the occasion and provost, College of Medical Sciences, Rivers State University, Professor Chitro Oluwini, noted that the university is doing all within its powers to ensure that the welfare of doctors is taken care of, stressing that the present administration of Governor Siminalayi Fubara is working assiduously to ensure a better welfare for health professionals in the state. The highlight of the occasion was the launching of an 18-seater bus procured by the leadership of MDCAN, Rivers State Government Hospitals Chapter, by the Deputy Governor. Obian Dumadume, Rstv News.
The need to introduce the War Against Drug Abuse, WADA, in public and private schools in Rivers State has been advocated. Assistant Commander General of Narcotics and Zonal Commander NDLEA Zone in Port Harcourt, Antonia Ede, made this known at a one-day WADA sensitization town hall meeting with principals of Rivers State held at the University of Port Harcourt, Choba. Gospel NDLEA reports that the event organized by the NDLEA Rivers State Command in collaboration with the state government had the theme, "A drug-free school is a healthy and wealthy society."
Antonia Ede, who described drug abuse and illicit trafficking as killers of destiny and the root of societal decay, said that if not urgently uprooted by stakeholders through collaborative efforts, it will degenerate to an uncontrollable societal disaster. The Assistant Commander General of Narcotics used the forum to sensitize the principals on the need to partner the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency to reduce or completely eradicate the menace for a better environment by monitoring students' activities and introducing WADA Club, among others, in the various schools.
They have to establish WADA clubs in their various schools, which will help in reducing the scourge of drug abuse and illicit trafficking. Teenagers and early adults, that's what the principals handle. So that's why we want to start with them. We want to catch them young.
Principals will pass on to their teachers, and the teachers equally will pass on the education to the youth, especially the negative effects in the indulgence of drug abuse. and the principals will know their major roles that they could play in their various schools of endeavors.
Special guest of honor and Rivers State Deputy Governor, Professor Ngozi Odo, represented by her senior special assistant, Doris Oyil, appreciated the NDLEA for the grassroots sensitization campaign against drug abuse and illicit trafficking and assured of the government's support to achieve success.
To ensure that we preach the gospel of telling them that see what you are doing, what you are taking is to your health and to your own self tomorrow.
Assistant Zonal Commander Drug Demand Reduction Unit, NDLEA Zone N Port Harcourt, and a resource person, Ajuzie Rosemary, delivered lectures on the topic Crucial Role of Principals in Drug Abuse Prevention and Curriculum Integration, while the host and Vice Chancellor of the University of Port Harcourt, Professor George Will Owunari, as well as other participants, made their view public.
You'll be more informed, and when you go back to your schools, you will watch out to make sure our society becomes a better society.
One of the things that I have learned from this lecture we had is how to manage a drug addict.
Also learned tips on how to recognize a child or a person that is into drug abuse.
Gospower Anele, Rstv News.
The President, Lane Chancellor at Towers Mission, Very Reverend Fine Fisaka, has lauded members of the exquisite choir for their efforts and excellent performances in music the past 20 years. Reverend Aka stated this during the 20th anniversary celebration and fundraising for a coaster pass for the choir at the Ecumenical Center in Port Harcourt. Emmanuel Mayon reports that the theme of the event was Worship God and God alone. His report is presented from our studios.
That was the melodious voice of the exquisite choir Port Harcourt as they showcase their talent in gospel music rendition, hymns, psalms, classical anthems, native airs performances, and Christmas carols. The President, Lane Chancellor and Towers Mission, Very Reverend Fineface Aka, explained that the exquisite choir is the choir of male and female voices that came together 20 years ago under the music directorship of Jolly Nnodi to train the voices and character of young people who have become extra arm of stewardship in their various churches.
Today, they are commemorating their 20 unbroken years of service in music ministry to the church and to the world. It's fascinating experience to always attend their program, and one important thing about their program is that they try to tag their program and focusing on the church's liturgical years.
The music director, Jolly Nnodi, explained that the vision and mission of Exquisite Choir is to perform classical choral music to the highest professional standards and to inspire appreciation of choral art by educating audiences and the wider community through the presentation and unearthing of forgotten hidden historical gems.
And that's all we are set out to do, to sing to the glory of God.
Stakeholders expressed joy for the great performance by the choir and thanked organizers for the program and pledged support to move Exquisite Choir to greater height. There were music performances by Exquisite Choir and guest artists. Meritorious Award was presented to members who have contributed immensely for the growth of the body. Cutting of the anniversary cake and prayers were a high point of the event.
This is Rstv World News. Do you love and care about River State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. You can watch Rstv News live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. You can also subscribe and click the notification bell for update on our live feeds. And in part 2, after the break, ECOWAS court rejects the J's request to lift coup sanctions. And in sports, Osimhen or Shuala make a final shortlist of CAF awards. These and more on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Ovaltine, 3-in-1. It has great taste.
Big day ahead.
Yummy, yummy, full of nourishment and vitality. Active bodies and shock minds. So yeah, Ovaltine 3-in-1. Ovaltine 3-in-1.
New Ovaltine 3-in-1. Smart choice for smart kids.
The Grail Movement Nigeria cordially invites the general public to a public lecture based on the Grail message as follows. Date, Sunday, December 10, 2023. Venue, Banquet Hall, Hotel Presidential, Port Harcourt. Topic, the true meaning of Christmas. Time, 4 p.m. Admission is free. For inquiries, please call 0816-456-5116. Grail Movement Nigeria. Announcer.
In the Light of Truth, the Grail Message by Adrashin, a source of immense spiritual enlightenment, which answers all questions of life and existence, and which leads the earnestly seeking human being out of all the chaos of present-day confusion. The Grail Message sheds new light upon all of life's fundamental questions and guides the earnest seeker to spiritual liberation. Today, man has within his reach the answers to all questions of life and existence. Questions such as, who am I? What am I? What is my purpose in life?
The Grail Movement Nigeria cordially invites the general public to a public lecture based on the Grail message as follows. Date, Sunday, December 10, 2023. Venue, Banquet Hall, Hotel Presidential, Port Harcourt. Topic, the true meaning of Christmas. Time, 4 p.m. Admission is free. For inquiries, please call 0816-456-5116. Grail Movement Nigeria. Announcer.
Introducing Treasure in a Smally Pack. Buy in any available store today. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Our new toothpaste, Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Why are we changing our toothpaste?
Because with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, I can be sure your teeth are cavity-free.
When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavity. Colgate is the world's most chosen toothpaste.
Colgate locks calcium in,
keeps cavities out.
The new Colgate Mini Pack is now available at just 300 Naira.
Ovaltine big day ahead.
Yummy, yummy, full of nourishment and vitality. Antibodies and shock like soya. Ovaltine 3 in 1. Ovaltine 3 in 1.
New Ovaltine 3-in-1. Smart choice for smart kids.
Like many things in life, making great music is a process. And a key part of that is the right data, and the data that helps you understand what needs to be done and how to do it and what sound will connect with listeners. No, bring it up, bring it up. Let's go everybody see. Whatever aspect of life you're into, enjoy the journey. 9 Mobile's got you covered.
Dial *301# now.
9 Mobile. Introducing Treasure in a Smalley Pack. Buy in any available store today. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Omega Power Ministries, OPM Worldwide.
I know you've been hearing mind-blowing testimonies of what God is doing in this place. All those miracles you've been hearing, all those testimonies you've been hearing, I don't even know how it happens. I'm just a plier in the hand of God. One thing about God, He carries you the way you are, but never leaves you the way you were. There must be great transformation. You are very important to this church, OPM. Most especially, you are important to God. That is why we have reserved a VIP seat for you.
Worship with us this Sunday, 8 a.m. and Tuesday, 12 noon to 4 p.m. Every first Friday of the month, Dr. Jesus Night with Coconut, 8 p.m. till dawn. It's a night vigil.
It doesn't matter the issue you've come here with, it's already solved. God can never fail. Instead of God to fail, heaven and earth will pass away. Pastor can fail you, your father can fail you, your mother can fail you, but God can never fail.
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced.
We're glad to welcome you back again to the news. The 47th Annual National Revival Convention of Buba Bari, New Apostolic Church, Nigeria, the Lordside New Apostolic Church, Bodo City, in Gukana local government area, has ended with a call on Christians to remain steadfast in their faith despite challenges encountered in life. The Chief Apostle, Emmanuel Deco, made remarks while delivering message at the annual event with the theme, God, our salvation and sufficiency. Inamdo Limini reports.
The chief apostle admonished the congregation to shun actions that will tarnish their image and portray the church in bad light, as God will continue to bless them for their commitment. He also charged them to obey God in all they do and respect those in position of authority over them. According to Apostle Deco, who took his text from Psalm 68 verse 19, the theme of the annual convention is appropriate because God has assured that those who labor for Him would be rewarded in all their endeavors.
God has blessed us within the year past, and He became our sufficiency. He is our sufficiency. He provides everything that we needed. For the church to grow up to this stage, we thank God so much as we partake of the Holy Communion, and God has blessed us. Sicknesses start to disappear from their bodies. That shows the mighty work of God in this.
Chairman of Board of Trustees Apostle Leila Bake and the National Secretary Apostle Ebenezer Vipe and other members of the church expressed happiness over the successful hosting of the annual convention, describing it as a huge success.
Above hurdles and temptation we are passing through, but I know we are progressing.
I believe that as the preaching and the songs of God go around the community, and through the finished work of Jesus Christ, many sinners must be converted.
Everything is going in the convention, we found out that of a truth, God is here with us.
Other servants of God who ministered at the annual convention includes Apostle John Malachi, Apostle Mondi Tongwe, Apostle Tambare Beke, Bishop Daniel Fozari, and Bishop Frank Emmanuel, among others. The event also witnessed ordination and confirmation of ministers, unveiling of the 2024 almanac, and march past through Bodo City, while the paramount ruler of Bodo City, His Royal Highness John Berebon Beredela VIII, graced the event. Nnamdi Olimini, Rstv News.
Vice Chancellor Ignatius Ajuru University of Education, Professor Okechukwu Onochukwu, has warned staff of the institution to desist from extorting money from students in whatever guise or face the consequences of their actions. He gave the warning during an emergency Senate meeting which held at the postgraduate hall of the university. Professor Onochukwu, who affirmed that students pay dues that are centrally distributed to all concerned, advised departments to make use of what is given to them from such dues for their needs and resist the temptation of collecting additional money from these students, pointing out that the current harsh realities on ground was affecting everyone and admonished them not to add to the pains and challenges of the students. The chairman of the Senate frowned at those collecting huge sums of money for file jacket and indigenship and described it as a sheer wickedness. The House of Representatives Committee on Aviation Technology has promised to put in place measures to prevent air crashes in Nigeria. Chairman of the committee, Abiodun Akinlade, said this at the inaugural meeting of the committee in Abuja on Thursday. Akinlade said the committee was concerned about the frequent air crashes in the country, adding that it would do everything within its power to curb it. According to him, other safety abnormalities at the nation airports would also be looked at, stressing that our airspace must be safe for all. He assured that there would be no failure in meeting the expectations of the House, Nigerians and stakeholders, noting that the committee would engage with relevant stakeholders to ensure the evolution of a highly innovative and productive aviation industry in Nigeria. The Nigerian Police Force has described the report of kidnapping in Maitama and Asokoro areas of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, as fake news. FCT Commissioner of Police CP Haruna Galba, who disclosed this, enjoined the residents of the Federal Capital Territory to disregard the news, as it was intended to create panic and apprehension in the minds of the people. The FCT Police Command assures members of the public of their safety and security, noting that the command has to safeguard life and property before, during and after the Yuletide season. West Africa's top court on Thursday rejected a request by Niger's junta for a lifting of coup-related sanctions imposed by its neighbors, ruling that the junta is unconstitutional and therefore lacks the authority to make such a request. This follows the July coup that toppled Niger's President Mohamed Bazoum, resulting in the West African Regional Bloc, ECOWAS, imposing sanctions including shutting borders with the member country, suspending financial transactions, and freezing Niger's assets. Neighboring Nigeria cut off power that supplied 70% of Niger's electricity. The de facto government of Niger and natural persons and legal entities challenged the sanctions at the ECOWAS Court of Justice in Abuja. They argue that they were causing severe hardship for Nigerians, including curtailing supplies of food and medicine. Nigeria's school leaders asked for a provisional halt to the sanctions, pending a final judgment on the issue. Delivering the ruling Thursday, Justice Dukbe Atoki called the Niger's junta the result of an unconstitutional change of government and said that it is not recognized as a member state of the regional bloc. But do you love and care about River State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. You can always watch Rstv News live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. You can subscribe and click the notification bell for update on our live feeds. To any news, a recap of some of the major stories. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has spoken very strongly that no level of sabotage against his administration can make him abandon the mandate freely given to him by Rivers people to serve, protect and advance the fortunes of the state. Rivers State Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Mma-Odo says the dream of making Rivers State a hub of efficient and effective healthcare delivery is achievable.